And it makes me mad. I think you texted me, 2 weeks ago after you drove home and listened to it and was just like, it's good. I fucking hate it.
Hey, if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. If you have any suggestions on what we should cover, hit us up at worshipattributenerd@gmail.com and we'll read it on air. This week on the show, we talk about something we really didn't want to like, MGK's pop punk album. Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Michael, a.k.a. Rickshaw, and this is Worship and Tribute Nerd, the channel where metal dudes nerd out. And today we're going to nerd out about some music. Motherfucking MGK punk album.
Oh, man.
Yeah. I was upset. I was really upset.
Yeah, me too. And the most upsetting part about it is the fact that it is really good.
It's so good.
It is really good.
I'm not ashamed to admit it. Like, I know it's going to catch hate. Yeah, but dude, he's putting pop punk on the map. Sadly, it's nice. He's bringing it back.
To bring it back, like it's been a while. And I was just saying this too. We were jamming some songs, and I was like, MGK is bringing pop punk to 2020.
He is,
and it seems like it has gone stale lately. You know what I mean?
If I was any huge pop punk band right now, I would start trying to release music as soon as possible.
Definitely,
yeah.
Like I would jump on that train if I was Newfound Glory, The Story So Far, any of those bands that are still pretty big. I'd jump all over the train right now.
Anyways, I'm here with my friends. Introduce yourself, guys.
I'm Fuzz.
MJ.
Jabe hasn't been on in a long time.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
He was on probation. He got
just got out the lockup, you know what I'm saying?
No, I was just going to say because he got too drunk before one show and he stumbled through the whole thing.
Yeah, there was a
allegedly.
show. You were a little sauced.
It was pretty funny.
And we were like making jokes and you misinterpreted it because you were just kind of like, huh? What?
You weren't actually on probation. I just wanted to say
that. Allegedly.
I explained that to a buddy. He was like, why do y'all say allegedly so much? And I was like, yo, you don't get it.
Well,
it's over your head, bud.
For one, if I'm talking about pot, I just want everybody to know that I don't do pot.
True,
you know what I
right,
mean?
True.
Yeah,
allegedly.
Like,
it's illegal.
Allegedly. I talk about it like I like it because allegedly.
Well, I mean, it's not. Nothing's illegal in Oregon anymore.
Right.
So
Exactly. You know what I mean?
It's decriminalized. Decriminalized.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
I was saying to hit that Oregon Trail.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, is that a code word for Coke?
Right. Well, you got to share
Dusty Trail.
The Chappelle Show meme. That's the one we should show.
Today we're going to let's talk about our favorite memes.
Oh, yeah.
Right now.
Because right now the meme getting is good thanks to Joe Biden.
Congrats, Joe Biden. I'm sure Trump's going to fight back. But
one positive we can take away
memes.
are the memes.
Yeah,
the memes.
Whether he's your president or not, these memes are fucking incredible.
Yeah, they're just all in good fun. It's good, clean fun.
And my favorite one so far is the face of Donald Trump on a homeless man with a sign that says, "We'll suck dick for votes." Mike's going to put it right here.
Yeah. Mine actually is the one that's like it's like a Trump hat, and it's the dude in the movie, and he's like, "Look at me, I'm the snowflake now." That one's good to me.
We've been saying that to each other for the last 2 days. It's pretty funny.
Look at me.
But the best video goes out to all the Trump protesters dancing in the street to Rage Against the Machine. Not having any fucking idea what the songs are about.
Yeah.
And thank you for that, because you made my morning so much more fun.
Yes. And it blows my mind that like they totally don't understand what's going on with that. You know what I mean?
Well, it makes me think of your buddy that was commenting on your page that said it was trolling.
Oh, like, yeah. I saw
someone was talking about.
Yeah, but we're gonna do another video talking about System of a Down, because
which we will talk about. I know, but I had to go in that direction because we're sadly talking about politics, but it's a big deal right now. So.
But yeah, there was a guy who got me. It was somebody, a Facebook friend, and he was like, System of a Down and Rage. You just gonna fucking start being all political, man? And I'm like, what? And then I looked into the comments.
Or he was like, they'd never been political.
Yeah. He's like, you decided to be political now? Like, oh, God. And I looked through the comments, and then I finally realized after about 10 minutes, like, he's trolling.
He was trolling. Dude, that's so funny. Dude, I respect that. I respect that so much, dude.
No, he never broke character. Every comment was just like, are you kidding me? Back in the day, they weren't political. It was like all in caps, LOLs and stuff. So eventually I was like, I get it.
But all bullshit aside, sorry about the politic talk. The memes are just hilarious.
But yeah,
it just is what it is.
Let's get to the subject at hand.
Machine Gun Kelly.
Machine Gun Kelly.
Richard
Coulson.
Yeah.
No, Coulson what?
From the Avengers?
Yeah. No, his name's Richard Coulson, what? Butler or...
Baker.
That's what it is.
Baker.
Sorry.
It's kind of like the HEB.
Yeah.
So we were talking about that earlier, HEB. Butts.
Yeah, I'm going to go to grab some things at Butts grocery store. HEB sounds better, But, Machine Gun Kelly. Right.
But yeah, so overall, what if you had to grade the record, what would you give the record?
Honestly, and I'm so upset. I'll get into that after I answer this. I give it like a fucking 8, man. 8 out of 10.
Me too.
Like it's pretty badass
for what what it is. Like for what it is for him. I'm sure he liked the music itself. He got big on Warped Tour and doing stuff like that. Like so he knows the culture, knows the music and all that. But for what it is, it's fucking really good.
It's catchy as hell.
It makes me mad. I think you texted me 2 weeks ago after you drove home and listened to it and was just like, it's good. I fucking hate it. I hate how good it is. It shouldn't be this good. And I agree. It makes me mad that it's so good, but I have to give him props because it's so good.
Right.
Yeah. That happened to me too, because Ross came home and was like, dude, Machine Gun Kelly dropped a pop punk album. I was like, what?
Yeah.
First of all, I didn't really know much of his music. I was like, he does rap stuff, whatever. Okay, I don't care. And they showed me too. I was like, oh, dude, this is like...
Dude, some of the riffs are
catchy.
Some of the riffs are f***ing super tasty. And it's really sad, so it's got that sad boy feel to it.
Yeah.
Like it's... I don't know. I like it. I love, I think it's great.
Well, just to, here's the story for me. It was like, I started hearing that Paramore cover at my work.
Which was...
And I was like, I've always been like, no, you can't cover Haley if you're not a great vocalist. You shouldn't jump on that. You know what I mean?
agree with that.
Yeah. So I was talking all sorts of shit. I have a friend that I work with, shout out Schindler. She was like...
That's a dope name.
She was like, it's pretty good, man. And I sat there and was like, no, fuck you. No, fuck Machine Gun Kelly.
Yeah.
I saw him at Warped Tour. He delayed his show for an hour. We finally got to watch him play. And I was like, seriously, this is what everybody is so hyped up about?
Yeah.
And then he would skateboard through the crowd and shoulder check you and stuff. And I'm like, who is this punk kid with the bleached hair? You know what I mean?
Right.
Things like that. So I was like, he's already been obnoxious, all music aside. I've always thought his music is pretty cool, but he's just an obnoxious person.
He's a talented dude, for sure.
Whenever I heard the song with Halsey, I was like,
that's what it did for me too.
Yeah, during watching it, I was like, uh-oh.
Right.
I talked all that shit.
No. I don't want to like this, but I do.
Yeah. And it's like, I'm not in high school anymore. If I like something, I'm only admitting it to myself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just like,
I'm not trying to be tough anymore.
Right, yeah.
I don't care if my friends are like, "Oh, you like that new MGK record?" Yeah, it's good as
get off my back, homie.
Yeah, dude, I'm not ashamed of it anymore. I don't have to just listen to strictly Slipknot and Lamb of God anymore.
And CNC Music Factory.
It's true, right? but no, the song with Halsey it's so good. We've been singing it all day.
Yeah.
It's really funny. That song is just great. The music video is actually really sick too. The way it was filmed and everything.
Exactly.
The music video is sick.
And whenever Travis Barker shows up and gets that sick fill.
Yeah, I have a love-hate thing for Travis Barker, but he's done some really fucking cool shit too.
And Halsey should probably make a punk rock album now too.
Well, you know what? Why didn't Halsey cover Paramore? That would have been sick.
Yeah, she should have been on that.
True.
She should have done all his songs with him because she's just badass.
She's very talented. And then, of course, Megan Fox. Shout out to her.
Club Thumb.
She's a babe in that
she
video.
Is a babe,
but overall, the record is so good. And we were just going through the track list earlier, just kind of refreshing our memory. And seriously, there wasn't really a bad track on there.
No, it really wasn't.
Yeah. I mean, it has its moments where it's like kind of cheesy, but that's
pop punk.
Yeah.
I mean, look at fucking Sum 41. You know, Fat Lip. That whole record was cheesy, but it was amazing. It was awesome.
It's awesome.
That's true.
It's fun. You know, can be lighthearted, be serious.
Yeah.
You know,
and
some sweet
it's just
riffs.
fun, you know what I mean? Like
it is.
One of the funny things is like once I finally was like, man, I kind of like this album, and then Jenna started giving me shit. She's like, I just can't get into it. I'm like, why though? Why?
Right.
And she's like, well, I just hate that guy. He's so obnoxious. And then she's like, you know, he's like a 30-year-old, you know, dude who's like popular for doing rap, and he's writing these riffs and writing all this music for a pop punk album. And she's like, it's just weird to me. And I'm like, okay, I get that you don't like him, but if this was a new band coming out and they had these same songs, you would feel different.
Dude.
You know what I mean? Like you would think, oh man, who is this? It's really good.
Yeah.
And so when I finally, you know, got that through her head, she was kind of like, yeah, I don't know, you might be right. I just really think he's obnoxious.
If you showed someone that song, you're like, how do you think about this brand new pop punk band?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, they might be like,
oh, this is dope. Who is it? Machine Gun Kelly.
And they're like, oh, why I hate it.
Yeah, dude, no,
And I get that.
I would get, because he's arrogant. I've watched a lot of his interviews, but he's like very talented. He was in The Dirt, that Motley Crue movie. He played Tommy Lee. That's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I hate Motley Crue, but it was pretty cool. But I mean, you got to give credit where it's due, man. I mean, the guy came out and wrote a fucking record that was just like, all right, props, my man. Like, you win. Dude. I'll go F myself. You know what I mean?
I was reading too that he, he's been a longtime fan of Blink, and so like to have one of your like favorite drummers come on and write the whole record with you, that's so dope.
It is true. And just researching how it all came about was pretty sick too. Like, they just did a collaboration together, and then he was like, "Hey, man, Travis, you want to take 2 months off and write a record with me?" And Travis was like, "I'll do it."
Well, it's like it's the type of thing too, where like if you're a decent, like, look, if you're a decent guitarist at all, like say you're even a mediocre guitarist and you write pop punk riffs, but you got Travis Barker playing drums on the song, it's gonna be fucking dope. You know what I mean? It's gonna be solid.
Tom was so good at guitar,
right?
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
come on.
That's another thing. Ross too was like, he's like, it's pretty dope, man, but he's just not the greatest singer. And I was like, what pop punk band has the greatest singer? Aside from Paramore,
there's bands that I could list.
I mean, but the most well-known pop punk bands.
It's very whiny and it's very it's there,
right?
And
it's just about being fun.
And it is,
right?
It's about pizza, hating your home, and the khaki shorts that you wear,
tour life,
and living in a van.
Yeah.
But no, it actually, at the beginning, whenever all this was coming about, I saw a video of him at Interscope on the table, jamming out to one of his songs and like falling to his knees, pretending to play guitar. And I was just like, oh God, really? This guy, like, come on, dude, you're obnoxious. And then,
but you could excuse people jamming out like that, because I've even watched one of my favorite bands do that, and it was kind of corny at the moment. Like I watched Dillinger. Ben goes around and like jams on everything. He like stood up on the bar at the back of the room and was like on his knees, like, and I was like, this is kind of corny, but it's kind of cool,
right? I've got 2 words for you.
What?
Actually, I just got one. Dillinger.
Yeah, that's true.
They can do whatever they want. That's a whole nother conversation.
I'm ranting. Sorry.
But dude, did you paint the garage?
Yeah, we painted this garage. This is cool my color. New studio in progress.
It's
layer. We painted it. I got a new.
It's actually
cabinet.
a really cool color.
Yeah.
Is Lee gonna build you that cabinet?
He's probably gonna build me something. That's gonna be
really
dope.
Cool.
Yeah.
Anyway, MGK, Squirrel.
So what do you think? I mean, obviously, we know one of the influences Blink-182, but what else do you think influenced that album and MGK?
There's a lot of that sad boy pop punk that's kind of coming back. Your bands like Movements and Story So Far and Turnover.
I really like Movements.
Turnover, me too. Turnover and Citizen have been around for a long time, but there's because you got your pop punk that's like, oh, my girlfriend, da, da, da. And then you have your sad boy where you're kind of just depressed after you listen to the record.
Right.
And I feel like that's kind of the direction, maybe because he's had, from what I've read before, like a kind of a rougher life. He grew up, it was tough, and you can't rap about stuff like that, and what I mean, why not put it in pop punk? Then it's okay. You're tough if you
maybe having a different outlet. Let me put some rock and roll, and put some lyrics down to something other than just hip hop, trying to change the pace a little bit, and just kind of inspired him. And he's like, oh, Travis Barker. Yeah, let's write some pop songs.
Then we'll fox together.
I know that he can use rap as an outlet. I'm sure he can, but I feel like it's a way for him to do things differently, and approach us. Because you probably have to approach a song completely different when you're laying lyrics down to a beat,
right?
Whereas you have just one big guitar line and you get to fucking just kind of yell about it.
I feel like nowadays
yelling,
I feel like nowadays too, though, the way that everything works is if there's any copycats, then it's gonna be hard to duke it out,
right?
Because we have Eminem as a white rapper, and then we got Yellow Wolf as a white rapper that did Warped Tour,
right,
just like MGK. You know what I mean? So
and if you listen to Yellow Wolf now, he's got that real folky rock vibe to him.
That's true.
And it it's cool that he can.
He changed,
but
he still kept
he's still
a
good.
lot of his rap stuff.
And I think it's cool that MGK was like, man, I'm getting out of this. I'm going to do something.
Well, that feels like a slot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What slot is missing with the how to sell a record?
Right.
Well, we've never had a rapper turn pop punk.
Well,
you know what I mean? So now you filled that spot. Now that's not original anymore.
Right.
He made it original.
Yeah,
so that's a pretty
and it's a bold
welcome
move.
change.
It's a bold move.
Right, it is bold.
I think that he did it well. I mean, his record was number one, right? Did it hit number one on Billboard?
I think so, yeah. Well, it's the type of thing too where some people could maybe not hear the album and go, well, of course he's going to do something. If he's got Megan Fox, he's dating Megan Fox. Maybe he's got her on Team MGK. She's going to push his shit. But then I understand that. But then you listen to the album and you're like, it's good,
right?
So it could have went. It could have went the other way.
Yeah.
It could have been garbage, but he would still be big because Megan Fox,
right? But he had a big hand in writing a lot of it. That's cool too. It wasn't like he hired somebody to write his own fucking music. He wrote the majority of the music. With, of course, Travis Barker was on there and a producer, so I'm sure he kind of helped. But dude, I think that's awesome. I think for him to go from one genre, it's two completely different things.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like that's a new thing, though. I feel like the rap and R&B community has expressed its emo side and its pop punk side lately. You know what I mean?
Who was it? Mac Miller was he was a emo rapper. You know, he was very talented and very. I wouldn't call him a rapper. He was very emotional in his music, and so it's
when you got these new
Body Count, with Ice-T, hardcore punk
I
band.
forgot about that.
That's him going rap to hardcore punk, and it's sick.
And then I feel like, some of these singers or R&B dudes coming out lately are all about wearing the spiky bracelets and pink jeans and you know what I mean, just pop punk mentality things,
trying to come out and they're skating and they're that's cool.
I think it's too because of pop punk is you don't have to be. I wouldn't say he's an incredible vocalist by any means, but he found his range and he uses that within the pop punk.
He does it well,
and that's besides the Paramore cover, I thought all the other songs were within his range and sounded really good.
He stayed. He didn't reach. He stayed
within his range
where he's at. And he hit everything that he could hit, and I respect that. That's awesome.
I actually haven't listened. It's been a long time since I listened to any of his rap songs. So I tried to get. The thing is, I don't know where to look for the particular songs.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I just guessed, and I didn't end up hitting the ones that are fire or anything.
Well, let us know what you think. What's your favorite MGK rap song? Where should we look?
I mean, because I've heard some, and it's all right, that's cool, and then it's
right.
But I'm also not a big rap fan because I respect it, but I'm never
Well, it's the type of thing with like most rap albums, even back in the day. Even like I remember picking up like an old Jay-Z album or whatever, or an old Method Man album. With rap albums, a lot of the time, like there's like 5-6 bangers on a 20-song album.
Oh yeah.
And the rest aren't that great. Right. You know what I mean? Like, and that's just the way it was for a long time. I mean, I've kind of gotten out of hip hop.
Right.
Like, I still want to be into it. Just nothing impresses me. But yeah, like you would get like 5 bangers.
Right.
And then 15 tracks that not many people are into or whatever.
Except Run the Jewels.
Well, that's a different story.
And Travis Barker has done 3 songs with Run the Jewels now.
Really?
Think. Yeah.
Dude.
I heard all their new stuff's political, dude.
It's never been political.
So I thought Killer Mike talking about Bernie Sanders and hanging out with him was just a joke. I'll never listen to them again. But I'm
the snowflake.
I'm the snowflake now. No, but you know what? We're big nu metal fans,
right?
And being a giant fan of a genre that blended that heavy rock with rapped style vocals. I think that's pretty cool. Like your Limp Bizkits, they did it. They came in and did things that were like, oh man, he's rapping over these heavy guitars.
Right, yeah. POD, dude.
Yeah, POD and all that stuff. And then it's like, oh wow, this is amazing. And that's what I expected from this MGK album. I thought it was going to be him rapping over pop punk beats, because you remember Lil Wayne tried this, and it
did not work.
Terrible. And he played that sweet guitar solo without a guitar that was plugged in.
Oh
anyway,
my god.
But that's what I was expecting from this record, and it has completely blew my mind. Like it is, I thought it was going to be a combination of his style and pop punk, and I was like, oh man. But it was pop punk. Like there's no rapping to it, or there's no. It's like he's been doing it for a long time, and I think that's cool.
Yeah, and like I said, Jenna was like, it's weird that this 30-year-old man is writing all these pop punk songs.
We're all sad.
And I'm like, dude, music is music. The thing that has its appeal is like you listen to some of these songs and it like makes you feel young,
right?
Because it's just like
I'm
happy.
a 30-year-old man and want to write pop punk songs.
Exactly.
Dude,
but that's the thing is like,
Glory's been singing about the same girl for the last 20-something years. Like, come on, it's okay to be a sad boy.
That's the thing that is, I know that it sounds dumb from certain scenarios, but like any person can make any music, whether it makes them sound young or old.
Right, it doesn't matter.
Because it's music.
Because it's cool.
Yeah.
Dude, if you guys were like, hey, Fuzz, I want to write a pop punk record, I'd be like, let's do that. Because pop punk's one of my favorite genres.
Right.
And so it's like, I even if I was 40 years old and we're all old already as it is, I'd be like, okay, I'm in. Because I don't care. Like, I respect it. I think it's cool.
And I'm still going to, even if we're 50 and write a pop punk album, it's going to be about being young.
Being young. No, you look at Bleak. Bleak sings about.
This next one's called My Back Hurts.
Oh, yeah, we talked about that yesterday. Just making a whole record of, man. All right, this song's called, Man, I Know It's About to Rain Because My Knees Hurt.
Yeah. All right. This song's called Drain the Knee. That's actually like, sounds more new metal, actually.
It does.
Go. Bending over is loco.
Oh yeah. Well done. Save that for the new metal talk.
Oh yeah, we're gonna do some. We're doing. You know what? We're doing more music talks. I feel like since
that's okay with you guys.
Yeah, I was in a metal band. I wrestled a bear once, and like sometimes people want to hear more about music. I guess it makes sense in a certain way.
We could talk about it for days.
But I like talking about movies and stuff. But I think it's better right now if we just like focus on what's happening.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Dude,
we have something with one of our favorite actors that comes out. Let's talk about that. We have MGK coming out with some shit, and we want to hate it.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that.
Really wanted to hate it.
Yeah,
I really
I did.
Can't do it?
I was hoping he'd get canceled for trying it, and he just didn't.
Canceled. Maybe we should do like a video about being sad about certain people that are canceled. Just their art.
I feel like we're
just their art.
I feel
not
like
the
we're
art.
treading
water.
Ice right
you know
there.
what? You're right.
That's
Let's
true.
not do that.
No,
because
Kevin Spacey.
Allegedly.
House of Cards. Dude.
House of Cards. I never watched that shit anyways.
Oh, seriously, it was awesome.
Dude, it was so good. So what? I would love to do that episode, but I have a feeling after that we would
get
be
canceled.
famous because we tackled the canceled policy.
Yeah.
But, now you know who's canceled.
Who?
Donald Trump.
Oh, man. Oh, guys.
And I'm sorry if anybody in my family sees this. I'm not going to tell you who I really support, but Orange Man bad.
I mean, if you're a fan of pop punk, you might not like Donald Trump anyways. You know what I mean?
That's really true.
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't care. But I still can't.
I just really enjoyed The Apprentice.
Yeah. I didn't. The man cried for 3 years straight because he didn't win an Emmy and was like throwing a hissy fit on Twitter. So come on.
We just needed, as far as politics go, we just needed to hate our president a normal amount.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
But I don't even want this talk to go in that direction because God, I hate politics.
Yeah.
But
the memes,
the memes, God, they're so good. There was another one, Stone Cold Steve Austin stunning Donald Trump when he was on WWF.
Amazing.
It's coming back, and there's no caption needed for that meme. It's pretty tight.
Yeah,
just saying. Sorry. God, there's the cousins.
The one of Melania looking up, Googling how to divorce Orange Man.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Oh, man. No, it's... Oh, God, we're getting political.
But anyways, let's get back to let's give some shout-outs to some of our favorite pop-punk bands that inspired us.
Well, of course, you got to go Blink Newfound Glory. That's
definitely. The Enema of the State album. I know that Dude Ranch was cool.
Dude Ranch was great. And what was it, Buddha? Was it
Buddha?
Buddha? That was tight. But Enema
of the State, Take Off Your Pants and Jacket.
Take Off Your Pants and Jacket.
Back in the day when you had the, what was it called? When you could order CDs. Like 12 CDs for 12 cents.
Yeah.
What was it? BMG.
Yeah.
Remember that?
That was one of
all
the
of
brands,
us kids. So there was like this scheme to where like you could find it in magazines. Like I think it would be in like
Hit Parader and
Circus and stuff like that. You find this thing and it says, email us a list of your top 12 songs. If you could find our album on the little page they sent you. You get like 12 albums for 12 cents, but then you're obligated to buy like 10 more or something like that, like for full price, which is like $20 a pop or something. But you're like in like 7th grade or some shit.
Yeah.
Anyways, they would send you all of those albums, like straight up, like 12 of them or something. And you just have all these albums, and then and I had friends that would like just fake a bunch of names.
Oh yeah.
And send them in, and then they would.
So what was the scam?
Well, it was
you had to pay for the other albums.
Once you paid for the full albums, and their shipping and stuff,
right?
It was a pretty high cost at 10 different albums or something. They give you the first 12.
Didn't pay that.
Yeah, then you just didn't.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Dude,
because first
like
of all,
Always Sunny scam.
First of all, back in the day when we're like in 7th grade, we don't have like.
You don't have money
or debit cards or anything.
Steal records. Steal records out of Sam Goody.
And of course, every time the parents would finally get a hold of one of the bills and be like, "What the hell is this? What are you doing?" And then they're like, "I got all these free albums."
Yeah.
But yeah, I got Enema of the State, and I was like. At the time, I was the type of dude because I was into metal. I'd be like, "Screw pop punk albums. That shit's too happy." But
I was the same way for a while.
Yeah.
But I'm like.
Yeah,
dude, Sticks and Stones, and Newfound Glory's self-titled and Sticks and Stones are like 2 of the greatest pop punk records of all time. And then you have your A Day to Remember, The Story So Far, Fireworks, fucking.
Oh yeah,
dude, I could sit here and go on
Sum
and
41.
on. Sum 41, even the bigger ones. Good Charlotte was pretty sick too. I'm not ashamed of that. Good Charlotte was pretty dope.
As much as they were like mainstream, overdoing certain things,
right?
But it was still pretty cool, honestly.
Yeah. Oh, dude, there's just a lot.
That's the type of thing though you don't realize until later. You know what I mean? Like at the time, you could be like, "This band,"
right?
And then like, a few years later, you're like, "It's pretty good for what it is."
Oh yeah, man. It's
Benji,
punk, dude. Dude, pop punk is dope. Like it's cool. It's really cool that MGK did what he did, and he killed it. I think he killed it. He did pop punk better than some of these big bands that are like big in pop punk.
Right.
Yeah, you know.
I mean, it's true.
What do you think's your favorite?
We'll see how the follow-up does.
Yeah, don't beat us up, guys.
Dude,
what do you think your favorite song is off the record?
I mean,
that Lonely song was sick. It's sick. It's sad.
It's toss up between what's the Megan Socks?
Megan Socks.
Megan Socks.
Megan Socks.
The one with Megan Fox in it?
Yeah, the one with Megan Fox in it. That's
Bloody Valentine.
That's probably second for me, and the one with Halsey is probably the first.
Yeah.
That's
I really like
the singles. All the singles, the videos with singles are great.
Well, I like that Drunk Face song.
Yeah.
That one's good too.
Wait, I'm still young.
Yeah.
That because it just seems like an old school pop punk song. God damn it!
And then what's the Alien one?
The Alien one was
the Alien one
cool.
was pretty fucking sick too. But all in all, I give it. I'll agree with you. I'll give it an 8. And that might be crazy, but for what it is, I think it's awesome.
Yeah, I feel the same. I
won't throw shade at it at all. And if you don't like it, I understand. But I gotta give him credit, man. He did it. He did something awesome.
Right.
And you can't.
Really wanted to hate it.
Yeah,
and
I did.
Like it.
Yeah, well, that's the thing too. Like on this podcast, we definitely love. We love loving stuff, but we also love to talk shit about certain things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
that's what I get paid to do on this show.
I mean, I will talk shit about the X-Men movies for the rest of my fucking life, dude.
Those movies are so good.
No, stop. No.
Days of Future Past is good. Okay, it's the only one.
It was decent for what it is.
I give every one of those movies a 9.
No.
They could have been better.
9? You mean German 9? Stop. No. Stop.
The only thing that would make that better if Cyclops wasn't such a pussy in all of them.
He is a pussy in those movies.
But
damn it.
Everything else, 10 for that series.
Well, anyways, guys, like I said, we were mad. Super mad. I was mad for like 2 weeks.
Yeah, we text each other about it. It was bullshit. But
even his wife was even like, "Ew, you like that?" And I'm like, "Just listen to it."
Just listen to it. And I did, and now I'm mad about it.
Yeah.
But it's really good.
Check it out.
Do yourself a favor. Check it out. Tell us what you think.
Yeah. My friend Bryan said, "I'm going to watch the episode, and you're going to sell me on it." So that's what this is all about.
Sell him on it. Brian,
go check it out. Brian.
Go check it out.
Come on, dude.
Allegedly,
just
take in recreational things and jam it.
Allegedly smoke some weed and then drive around in your car. Well, I mean, allegedly you're not supposed to do that. And then wear your shades, roll the windows down, pretend you're a teenager again, and jam that album.
That's true. And go get a skateboard.
Because you have to pretend, because you're definitely not. If you're watching this podcast, you're definitely not young. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But if you are, hey, welcome.
Yeah, welcome, dude.
Subscribe, like, and comment.
Subscribe, like, and comment. Tell us if you like us. Old metal dudes talking about pop punk today.
Yeah, here we are. Pop punk pizza parties. That's what we're doing.
But yeah, hit us up at worshipatributenerd@gmail.com. Suggest some things. Tell us if we suck. I'll even read that on air if you tell us we suck.
That's true.
Those are good ones.
Send us all your political memes.
Oh, we do.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Nick,
that prick said we were liberals, hardcore liberals, and we're just
he was like, oh, this is bullshit. He was an Iwabo fan, apparently.
Okay.
And he was like, oh, this is bullshit. All of your liberal bullshit.
And then for like 5 episodes, I brought it up every time.
And then he goes, OMFG, you're talking about ghosts. Fucking stupid. And I was like, bro, if you liked Iwabo and you're saying all of that stuff, like, maybe you shouldn't have liked Iwabo.
Iwabo was dumb as shit.
Iwabo was like all about being yourself and being gay or being whatever, and so that was kind of liberal bullshit. You were the one that was confused early.
Yeah, it's true.
Right. Check yourself before you wreck yourself, dude.
Whatever, Nick. Go listen to Machine Gun Kelly, you bitch. But on another note,
this has been fun.
Cheers, gentlemen.
Cheers, guys.
Boys, cheers.
Miller Lite.
Hit us up. Yeah.
Just send us a case or 3.
We're doing pretty decent on the podcast now. We have over 1,000 followers and subscribers or whatever. You know
people
what?
People actually kind of like us.
Yeah, I want some free stuff now.
Yeah. Dude, me too. Miller Lite. I don't even care if it's just a 6-pack of Pounders.
Bro,
send it my
Austin
way.
Breweries. Let's do some videos with the Austin Brewers.
Yeah. Austin Brewers, dude. Let's
tight.
get us some Tito's, Deep Eddies, dude. Let's have some fun.
Yeah,
real deep.
All right.
Love you. See you guys later, nerds.
Later.
Oh, fuck, dude. I still am upset about that record. That record's too good, man. It's too good.